better.
It was already one of the best skins in the game, and now it just is fantastic. The car just
How directed frontline stop Astris is not the
already
problem.
It would
Ash
have
Brom.
to be one of the best cars
Two
in the
guaranteed,
League of
you
Legends
can't dodge
universe,
the
right?
stun.
You think he probably went up to Piltover.
Fine, I
Got
believe.
all the arcade money, was able to spend it on that car, and this is an opportunity
Come on,
to showcase
boys.
exactly how effective he can be by already creating
Come
a
on.
lot of pressure up in the
If they
top
just-
side.
if they
The
just
big thing
stop the
I always
dumb
look
shit,
at
they've been
with
winning.
the Mundo is even though Renekton has a lot of pressure whenever he tries to jump
Shit, I almost
onto you,
pulled the power
you
cord
have a
again.
really good passive, right? The stun doesn't do the same kind of damage, and if anything bad happens, you just throw some briefcases at him, and there's nothing left to do.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's a lot of mini games as well. You know, of course, like you need to
Come
just
on, Quad,
stamp
perform
on the
again,
stuff.
bro.
And I
Gap
think,
him again.
You know, Zach
It's
has
literally
very
deja vu.
recently been in the meta, so it is something that our top laners aren't going to be too confused about. And of course,
Come
there's
on.
always that Mundo guy that you meet in solo queue. They're always there. They always remind you that Mundo can be just impossible to deal with. And I often wonder why we don't see it more here in pro play. Or I just don't think about Mundo because we haven't seen it.
I kind of like this. I have no vision.
Towards the top side of the map, looking for some vertical jungling here, and Yike could be in a rough spot if he doesn't pick up on exactly
doesn't
what
read this,
Inspired
no way.
is doing here as he's looking to just take away a whole bunch of his stuff.
And G2
He doesn't read it. He doesn't read it.
Wiser for this one, right? They have the ward going down onto the Raptors on the far side of the map, but unfortunately for G2, it's very easy for
You're
Inspired
safe,
to
you're
just
safe,
not
bro.
do that one. And so Inspired are going to be clearing out some of these very high-value camps, and a bit of an interesting path, right? Skipping over the red buff, trying to make sure he does not get spotted in case Yike tries to clear things out relatively quickly, and in a perfect position to potentially go for a dive.
Yeah, Broken Blade actually already down relatively low. As Inspired
He's gonna get spotted here. He's gonna go to his bot camp.
The tankiest, so the dive angle is a scary one, but Yike gonna realize that his stuff has been removed.
Okay, he knows he doesn't have red.
He's now going to head towards his
I
red buff.
think
That one's
that's
still there.
fine.
The Krugs,
Renekton gets the
unfortunately,
guaranteed
have
crash.
been
Karthus
taken
just
away.
passed
So
bot lane.
Inspired now
First
back
doesn't have
towards
prio.
his, blue side
I
of the
think
map.
Zin is gonna go
Yeah,
red,
take
rage
Wolves
rush
and then keep
Raptors.
his red side clear and find himself
Hello?
a decent advantage. As Broken Blade continuing to struggle here a little bit into Blippo, and by a little bit I mean kind of a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the matchup does get better for Mundo with time. Right now, it is very tough. He is going to have to use a teleport.
Okay, here we go.
Land, but one of the small
Yep,
things
he's
that we did
spamming
see
Raptors.
is when Yike
It's a
went
really
over
bad
towards
trade
the
by
red buff, we did see
Quad.
throw down this
They needed the
ward
bot lane
right
to move.
here. So Inspired
should at least get the
will know
Raptor
when
camp.
Yike does come in for these counter jungles, which he will very much need to do.
At level 4.
Gets that ward in.
How does Braum move
Just
first,
after
bro?
Inspired is able to take down the Raptors. Mickey moving on up as well. Inspired just going to give up on the red buff. Not too worried about that one. Just going to make sure he continues the power farm. As Busio and Masu are going to have to leave, try and help out their jungler here. As Yike still on the red. We'll be able to secure that.
Up XP.
So it is going to be a decent start for the Xin Zhao, actually.
He's not winning this matchup anymore.
Shake out. Quad down to 200 as Caps. He's the one putting on the pressure here in this lane now.
Yeah, Quad has to be very careful because they don't necessarily have full information of what was going on in the bottom half of their jungle. That's part of why he's leaning towards the top half of his lane. But Yike moves towards the top half of the map, and he's going to be able to equalize a lot of the
waiting, though.
pressure that Inspired
Careful.
put through. And now Yike, ooh, I thought he might have gone for a flash.
Renekton needs to move here.
There,
Oh,
but
God.
instead they will spot out Inspired.
They tried
That
to
means
zone
that
him.
Yike just needs to push us into.
I mean, Ash spotted this.
Yeah, Yike actually is coming on over very aggressively there as Inspired. Speaking of wind becoming lightning, it's going to be affected by that momentarily. Wall of Pain comes down to spot exactly where Yike is. And
I think if Karthus hits every Q, it's winnable, by the way.
Wondering what flavor it was.
Looked blue, so it's probably one of those.
He has a 900 gold buy advantage. It's so winnable.
Is going to come down. Doesn't manage to take the Rift Scuttle, but is going to be able to at least.
This is so good for Karthus.
Which was cool.
His camps are spawning top to bot.
And it is going to be Yike going back and getting the second spawn.
Oh my God, they're going for his fucking Krug.
Take the time to go towards the top side. This is a very large minion wave.
I
and
don't
Blade
think
now
they
has
die.
no passive, but no stun either for Blippo, meaning that it's just going to be a contested.
He has no smite. He doesn't know it's warded. Oh God.
Inspired is going to have a whole bunch of friends though. As the Wall of Pain not quite doing anything at all. Defile comes in. He has tried to flash away, and then he's just dead.
Got too greedy, bro.
Going over to the Mundo.
Got too greedy.
You
had your
graphs that he was
you had
throwing
your
around. He was
spotting
like,
top
I just
to
have
bot.
weather the storm.
Why'd you do it?
His first blood's coming in.
And you
Seemed
wasted
like a
flash,
bit
you
of
died.
miscommunication
You
there
are
between
so
the
bad at the
top
game.
laner and the jungler for FlyQuest as Inspired goes over towards the Krug. It's like, yeah, I can go ahead and do this, but you knew where Yike was, you knew what was going on, and Whippo not able to get there in time to support the jungler. Does give over
I don't know. I don't think they're
that
supposed to lose
this
their
is
red there. I think
around the
mid
time
took
where
a
we start looking
bad
at the new
trade.
matchup becoming a lot better. Around level 6 is where Broken
The
Blade
bot
really
didn't
start to have a bit more fun.
About to get 6.
Well,
I hope so,
actually
Whippo.
not going to find the win becomes lightning there as Whippo is just kind
Hey,
of
Whippo?
a brick wall. Inspired's moving in here. Speaking of walls,
Okay, got
it's gonna
double
go down,
flash.
but that is
Wave is
double
great.
flashes away from one crocodile.
Hey, we're going for this quad?
Evolutionary prowess right there.
Hey,
As Caps and
Whippo.
Quad continue to
Is
do
it a
that.
Whippo carry angle?
The fact that Whippo really showcasing how wide he can really be in these games, really necessary in this third game of FlyQuest. Want to
Is this
continue
Giga
their journey
Whippo?
here
Is this
in
it,
FlyQuest.
bro?
Lucio,
He's on Renekton.
here.
Yep, bit of supportal combat.
Play
You can see
Renekton.
it. And it's not going to eventuate in too much at all because there is barely any damage between the two. But they will still do it.
I love the mechanics that you see between these two players, right? As they go back and forth, like that little bit of a wiggle, right? It's like, oh, am I going to hit you? Or am I not going to hit you?
Would it matter if I hit you?
Would it matter? No. not
Astral
really.
Melted,
But FlyQuest
it's
does
not
pick up
just
the
Ash, though,
3
it's Braum,
points
so
on
Braum
that,
has to help.
Pass through here, and now,
Like
trying
a
to be
good
aggressive.
position. Yeah, exactly.
Careful.
Mickey trying to keep him interested. Yeah, like I think
Lose
has
both his
popcorn
bot
chickens
camp,
on the
6
mind,
can't
so
die
he's
here.
gonna move on over and collect that one. Meanwhile, everything kind of just evening out once again.
I guess
First
they're
one, of
all
course,
AD.
Over to G2, bit of extra
I think
money
it's just
there,
too
but it's
much.
only spelt about a 300 gold advantage, despite it being 400 in the back pocket as far
Good
as
early
that
W.
actual gold difference. FlyQuest actually doing a great job holding on to that lead that is mainly due to Inspired farming a little bit faster than that of Yike so far.
I mean, you kind of look across the board at where the money is, and it pretty much...
Oh, this wave state's doomed.
Oh, yeah. Especially now that everybody's coming up. But G2 should, if they really need to, they can push that one.
I mean,
in.
Yike's
Mickey will
actually
be
managing
joining
this
them.
pretty
Yike will
well.
be coming up in just a moment as well. And, oh, man, as this wave is getting ready to push out, Whippo is going to be allowed to shove it in if he wants to with Yike removing himself from the situation.
Yep. So finally is going to be moving back towards Broken Blade. He was getting impatient there as Caps just auto-attacking. And that's working out very nicely. Some of these rockets actually connecting from quad though. Not that big one though, towards the end. And he'll be able to clear out the wave with the fast bomb and then look to go for a bit of a reset perhaps.
But armor and
unless,
win rate,
Caps
it's not
is
so
going to
easy.
continue relentlessly shove these waves in.
Oh, Arrow.
2v2,
Oh,
yeah, Arrow
shit.
coming out of base here. And this is so dangerous. Arrow is going to connect. He kind of eats it with the slice there, which was pretty cool. But
Maybe if he got his ult off, but then
the
Bucio
kill
died.
going over to Broken Blade. Flash
Oh, wow,
out
that
from
missed.
Bucio, and the Requiem not really doing too much of anything at all. Wind becomes lightning. Bucio gets under the turret, but they're looking to try and dive him anyway.
Oh, it's
Winter's
fine.
Fight comes through, and that is the trade kill.
Ah, he dashed
Looking pretty
into it.
fantastic there. Bucio
So why
making the
that's why
best out
Ash
of a
is
bad
so
situation.
good.
Really good stuff from Bucio to turn that
You just do
around,
nothing, and then
make
you
sure
just
to
throw
get
those
past it
ults
first, and
randomly.
Inspired will at least
Now
pick up
he's
something
spotted
for
here, so
the
he's gonna get
troubles.
stopped by Triss.
He
Actually,
did
Triss
throw
is
out the
pretty
ultimate,
low.
get a little bit of money from the assist and the first.
They got
but
grubs.
will also be grabbing this Hex
Got the dragon.
for FlyQuest.
Mundo's
So
3
even
and
though
1,
the
but he's
kills
down
are
30
starting to go
CS.
in
He's gonna
the
get this
favor
wave.
of G2, FlyQuest are keeping themselves in a pretty good position in terms of the neutral objectives. However, the one big thing that we're looking at is this Mundo suddenly has 3 kills all of a sudden, Atlas.
Yeah.
We are going to be seeing this this Mundo become so strong in these later game fights, and we already were saying Corki and the Ziggs, with the amount of burst that they do and not the same kind of DPS over the course of these long fights, this Mundo is going to be in heaven.
Yeah, it's going to need to be a lot of Leandries picked up from the magic damage dealers on FlyQuest, I think, if they want to have any chance of doing any damage whatsoever.
She doesn't die here.
She
might not even have to flash.
As Bucio looks to try and get the stun down.
Oh, she's going for the
Hansama
1v2
looking to turn
actually.
it as best he can. There's a Mega Inferno bomb.
Wait, he just
And the
egoed it
bouncing bomb going to be
in game 3.
picked up.
Wait, he
And
just
Hansama
egoed
is
that
lying
entire
on the
play.
ground. He
Okay,
definitely
Hans
does have to
Sama's
sort
trolling.
use here
He
this
can win.
is.
Yeah.
Blew all his
I mean,
subs.
the
He
passive
thought he could like
does
1v2 or
but the
something.
biggest thing
Then died. What
is
the
Hansama
fuck?
pulling both the flash and the cleanse in that last one will be down for the grubs, will be down for the dragon when it does spawn. And so the little bit of extra gold going over to Masu could pay dividends again, as Quad has to be careful with Mickey running him down, but not a lot of support. Inspired is here first.
Yeah, it was sort of just Mickey. So thankfully Quad is able to get out
I
of
said, I
there.
think Ziggs is broken.
Inspired, like you were talking about, rotating over, but realizes there isn't too much danger. So FlyQuest actually moving back towards a slight gold advantage as this wave is gobbled up by the
Let's go,
Crocodile.
boys. Come on.
Broken Blade should be able to
No
answer it.
objectives.
Still, G2 in
Rubs,
just
Dragon.
fine of a position. And the thing I am worried about is the critical mass angle of the Mundo.
Yeah.
Because when he gets there, like you say, maybe that's just the whole story of the game. And jostling for position isn't going to be a thing we need to focus on, as Quad might need to focus as well, as he does Valkyrie away. He's going to be all right. So there's the Warmogs. Going to be completed here for Broken Blade, as that health bar just got a whole lot
Blade
bigger.
Renekton's so
It
troll.
also makes the top
Love
lane
Blade
very
against
difficult
Mundo.
for the Renekton to play, because normally you're like, well, I'm going to trade my cooldowns for your HP bar, and Broken Blade is like,
Why does he
great.
go press the
Your
attack
slice
into that?
and
No
dice is
flash,
a
no
longer
stuns.
cooldown than my Warmog.
Oh my god, it's another kill!
Sama in a little bit of a rough position here. Masu not finding all
go!
the kills, but it doesn't matter because
We lose
Inspired
grubs,
has
whatever.
this thing that goes around him that just does damage.
Yeah.
So the Ashe is dead.
One of the things that I have learned is that close does count in hand grenades, and Ziggs does have a lot of those, and now he's got some free time left alone
Got
with
a
the
blade?
bottom side turret. Now, good thing for G2, they did get a couple of the Void Grubs themselves, so no Twitch chatters coming out for FlyQuest to try and help them out.
Hey, this guy just broke the fucking fourth wall. Don't mention me,
This
bro.
actually seems like one of their better games in terms of just creating pressure around the map, right?
Get a
Pulling
plate
and
here.
pushing G2 into places where they want them to be. Take another look at this last play. I don't think there's a whole lot to really analyze here, Alice. On some wrong place, wrong time. Ends up just getting hit by a lot of danger circles.
Ziggs about to be
Yeah,
big?
those
I mean, that's
he was-
actually
he was-
true.
he was
And
in
who
a hundred.
actually touches
Quite
Ziggs here?
actually. And that would be my response as well.
Ash
Like, where do you
ult?
want
He
me
gets
to go?
Ash ulted.
Not
That's
bad.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zinni,
Not a
like,
lot.
he's so
So,
off screen
Broken
this
Blade
game.
with
Who
his
can touch him?
gigantic health bar.
A flake?
Is walking towards Bwipo. It just doesn't have as many of those little blocks.
Hot
As you
matchup
can
for us
see.
now.
Yeah. I really love whenever Warmogs is like popular in the top lane and you're a champion that can build it, because you can do this and you just start mogging on people, right? You just walk up to them, you just stay.
Oh, true.
right
Mundo, if he
right
gets
them,
fed,
and
can
they
just
have
run
to
at him.
watch
That's
you
true,
play.
that's true.
Lucio coming around here. I don't think there's enough crowd control between these two to lock him down.
Well, see what can happen here as Bwipo is able to at least
Forgot about
stop Broken Blade from being able to get too much value. Caps now getting a bit of a push on here towards the bottom side. Still about a minute and a half left on plates, and we'll see whether Caps is
He's
able
dead
to
as
get
shit.
any of those. Masu is going to have a whole bunch of bad
think he's
guys in the
still dead.
lane. There's not going to be any minions
Oh
to
my
help
God,
out,
well
as that
played, and
satchel
you got
charge
his
was beautiful.
heal?
That's going to make Orcs very
I'm
happy.
not sure Corey
Use
had
it
a flash.
defensively, ladies and gentlemen. Don't use it aggressively.
Yeah.
That's what I've
Oh.
learned. And also don't position quite like that. As the Requiem's coming down, can anything happen here? No, not quite able to do enough damage just yet. Is Inspired.
Whatever.
Does have the Blackfire Torch
Whatever.
done, but
Both Corky sums
quite
down. That's
still.
really bad. That means
G2 are
Trish
gonna
wins
have to back
1v1.
away, and the Ziggs will survive.
Yeah, really good stuff. Like you said, using that defensively, and now Busio looking to try and use things offensively, potentially looking for a dive, but Caps dissuades them.
Yeah.
Just enough damage and an explosive shot. Busio not going to be able to find anything there. But we do have another dragon.
Walk up like
and
that?
And spawning in about 40 seconds, and Biggie X does not have a lot of HP to play with.
Yeah, and now Busio might be in the wrong.
Yeah, he can't. He's trolling.
What a damage, and he does.
Holy shit, they're trolling!
And the phosphorus one just before Caps died.
Wait, I was like, wait, he can walk up like that? Leona ult, flash, ignite, full combo?
Opportunity to use a satchel charge aggressively. There's no threat to you whatsoever. And now FlyQuest find themselves a couple of kills.
Someone needs to get
Build
this
up
fucking
the gold
eye
lead
off.
as Broken Blade does not care.
Maybe he needs to care a little bit more, but no, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just presses R and everything's A-okay. Yeah, look at that. Stock's really on the rise right now.
He's his blade
And
by,
Mundo
Jesus. Warmogs.
And we'll see the Warmogs come through as well. He will
Why
be
would
full
Bro-
health in just a moment. We'll take another look.
I don't know
at
what
this
the
last
fuck he was
fight as
thinking.
Nikki throws out the Glacial Fissure, thinks that they have enough damage, knows that Masu's ult is down, and even though Arrow comes through and finds his way onto Busio, there's just so much damage coming out between Ziggs and Corky when you are able to just hit members by themselves. The burst comes through. These players are not yet tanky, and in fact, will likely never be.
Well, Busio now might once again find himself in a rough position, but maybe what we've learned is that that's exactly what makes him the happiest.
They're
Because
trolling.
he
They
presses
cannot walk
W,
in here.
Becomes basically immortal and buys enough time for the
Yeah,
rest
they
of
have
his team
another
to
gold
come on
lead.
over. It's
Window's
gonna
gonna
be
be
started up here
very,
by G2,
very
even
large,
score
but-
on that front. They should be able to do it without FlyQuest moving on in. As they are at least hovering around the area, but no vision available.
bot jungle's
and a
all
little bit
warded,
too
oh my
dangerous to try and face check.
And FlyQuest, While they do have to be worried about this Mundo, we have not yet seen the Doctor move anywhere out of the top lane. I guess that's just where he currently pleases to be, but
he has meetings.
And he does have a lot of important meetings with Whippo. But the big thing that they do have going for them is they will be doing
you can't take any trade. You have to 100-0 him or he's full HP.
Without the same kind of access
like,
to
Warmog's just healing him to
that we
full.
saw from earlier today. Inspired is going to be doing a lot of damage every single time with these Requiems. I would love to see, you know, not necessarily going towards a lot of like magic penetration, but just going directly towards things like the Rabadons, so you can actually blow up these squishy members and
they have
force them
so
back.
much
You
better
don't need
vision.
to kill the entire team.
E2
You just
does.
need to kill or convince the other team that it is not worth the fight, and keeping them low.
The goal difference? Yeah, it's 500.
Busio
Not
was on
noticeable.
vision there
300.
momentarily as FlyQuest. All right, I think they're done with this. Mundo is just on the phone in the laning phase. It's just
Flasher.
And now Broken Blade could be in trouble. Let's see whether the Soul Flare is going to do enough. They have a fair bit of CC up here.
Actually, I think they kill him.
Side, but they're going to need all of
Let's
it.
go, boys!
Whippo
Lose
able to
bot
get
tower.
the arrow, not quite
Keep mid, it's
positioned
fine.
in the
Can't
right
lose tier
spot.
2.
But Caps still able to grab that
Can't
first
lose tier
turret
2.
of the game. G2 still utilizing the time necessary to take down Broken Blade.
And Caps at the same time, he's going to get a lot more damage onto the second structure as well. Yike is here to help them out. He's just going to be traded for that first kill and the top lane turret.
Nice.
As this sets up a perfect position. We've been seeing Tristanas consistently be uncontested in the side lane. Masu!
Yeah, that is Satchel Charge used
Blocks
just to
the
try
ult.
and get to the
Or
other
he
side
blocked
of
the
map a little
auto.
bit faster, and that's going to
I mean, they lost 2 turrets. I think they're
get
actually
out
down
of the
net
way.
gold.
Inspired has spent a lot of time with Shelly, and that is going to cost them both their outer turret bottom lane,
Oh my god,
outer
they
turret
don't lose
mid
bot
lane,
2, do they?
and a little bit more. Still, they were able to get outer on the top side as well in response. Is okay, Whippo looking for a bit of an angle, but they don't have the man advantage unless maybe the Requiem can try and turn that. Caps
Holy
down
shit.
relatively low, Whippo out of cooldowns for the minute. And G2 looking
so
to just
close.
back away. This game is neck and neck.
That's what I just said,
It
bro.
is so close so far. We're
Stop
seeing that
copying me! They're
not doing
listening!
A whole lot of damage just quite yet, but we know that it's only a matter of time before Caps comes right back down here to finish what they started with that structure. They got a lot of vision control, and FlyQuest.
Bro, I swear these guys are ghosting me. Everything I say, they repeat.
Wisely not going to be tempting fate in this one, but he doesn't see.
Yep,
Oh!
there's the Dominus.
Yes!
And he gets back around. That actually looked really
Yeah, look at him
good.
smile.
And
Yeah!
Man, a bit of a giggle. The classic rock side.
Gig up, Whippo. Let's go, bro.
From
Got
Whippo
connected.
there as he pushes this minion wave towards the turret, and he'll go back home. It's a nice kill, 2-1-0 now, and he has Blade of the Ruin King on this Renekton to try and answer all of the health being built up by Broken Blade, but it helps him cut down a Tristana as well.
Oh, for sure. It does a lot as a melee champion. We'll take another look at this, and this is just a really good understanding of player psychology coming out from
True.
Bippo, right? Knowing that as soon
I
as
would
you
never,
actually see
I
the rocket
never
jump,
recall like
he's
that
just
unless I'm
gonna
not
be on
playing
the
to
other side of
win.
that wall. Like, that's
I've
why
been
he's doing it.
chased
He wants to
so
recall
much
in
because I'm a
that
streamer,
one spot.
actually.
They
Fanboy
just
Gap,
need
people
to
will
get
always
on
chase
him
me
one
and just
time,
recall
and
way,
he
way, way,
will
way
not
back.
have the opportunity
See, a
to
lot of people
react it.
recall under turret and shit. Under
Even
enemy
had,
turret,
the
I
Mercreds,
can't ever do
believe,
that.
at the time as well. Still not able to get out of the way, and of course,
Bad
Rocket
habit,
being
though,
on
because
cooldown
usually
meant that
you should
his
be able
only
to do it.
option was to walk pretty slowly, and that doesn't quite
He's
work.
going
As Broken
as
Blade
Whisper
making a
item.
call here in the brush. Doesn't quite have enough of an arm to throw
Gotta
that
be careful with
briefcase
these
towards
trades now,
Whippo
though, because
right
every
there
time
next
you
to
walk
the
up and
wall.
trade, he's gonna farm a
We
heart.
haven't talked about the fact there's a mountain dragon.
Oh, let's do that.
Soul coming into that one because you know who really likes bonus resistance?
Oh, God.
Mundo really likes some of that because look at these two items he's built. That is just straight HP. You add some more resistance to that, and
Ash
it
build,
becomes
man.
so ridiculously tanky. It really is. He's going to be very difficult to take down. The burst coming through from the rest of FlyQuest.
Ash
We were saying
ult
that we really
is
see
lurking
Blackfire
in the
Torch is
darkness.
kind of in the same vein, but it's not necessarily going to be as much damage.
Broken Blade could be in trouble here as Whippo's still going aggressive. Still, he just walks
Kinda
real
close.
fast, presses R. Things should be all right. As he even took his jacket off. See that? That's why he's so much quicker.
That's never.
Not going to be hindered by that one. You don't have
More
that much
aerodynamic.
flexibility.
I just heals
you know?
everything back up.
Absolutely. That's why whenever I go to a business meeting, I take my jacket off. I just need to be aerodynamic in case something ends up going wrong in all these plays. But Broken Blade does not.
Isn't
need
it
to
actually a
back
real
away
stat?
now
No, it's
because
bait.
Whippo used everything. That was the ultimate in order to try and get on top of Broken Blade. But now does have the tier 2 boots as well. Got the Heart Steel proc. And this is going to be one of the things that we will have to pay attention to is how much.
Ooh, he's stunned, he's stunned!
Jumps away.
That's the buffer on the solar flare. The flash forward from Busio doesn't quite do it though. And that is the value of Merc Treads, ladies and gentlemen. Tenacity
Oh
is
wow,
king.
I kind of called the Quadra Merc Treads, guys.
Arrow. is
quite.
going to sail by.
They have such
Whippo
good
sees
vision.
it. He
Look at the
does,
map.
as you can see there, adjusts his hair, you know.
G2 has 4 pink
arrow
wards.
went by and he
5
felt the
pink wards
breeze,
all on
and
the
then he had
map.
to adjust the hair back again.
But
Beautiful.
G2 starting up this Dragon FlyQuest, yeah, at least thinking about it, and Whip was like, I don't know what's going on over here at all, but that will be a first Mountain Dragon going
They've
over
got a
for
clear vision while they're
G2,
bot.
making Broken Blade that much more difficult to take down, and the rest of the team also likes a little bit of armor metrics just as well. But G2, one of the things that we have been seeing is they've been a little bit better at picking up all of these objectives for free. That's how they were able to slowly build up advantages in the last game that we saw. And as we start going through this one, again, I'm just waiting for Caps to be uncontested in one of these side lanes, as he is once again trying to find this low HP top lane turret.
Yeah, he's looking a little contested now.
This is
Busio
intense,
in
bro.
the area,
Not gonna lie.
although not going to be overextending this time around. That is good news for us. Quad has been
G2 owning
finding
vision, that's
himself
because
caught
jungle.
in a
Karthus
few
can't
more
face check while Zin
positions,
can.
so far this series is Broken Blade getting cut down by Whippo once again.
Little
Let's see
damage
whether
there.
He
He
actually
finished one
the
reminder.
job. The answer is probably not.
Vision
And
control
Broken
like that
Blade
isn't just
spends
on
time
Leona.
standing
It's
still,
because
and then gets all
Karthus
his health
can't
bar
walk
back,
in.
and then Whippo has to
Oh,
do
he's
it
gonna
again.
ego die. He
Unless-
might be able to one-shot Zin.
Yeah, Yike is going to come in and ruin his day. Whippo does press the R button. Let's see what he can get done here.
Oh!
He is eaten by a crocodile, and now Broken Blade is also struggling.
Got his flash too, it's worth whatever fucking. Got the turret, flash.
What
What the fuck are you doing? He had vision of him.
As well, and I don't know whether that was necessarily the right move as the Mega Inferno Bomb comes
You
down,
can't
and
die
hits
opposite
absolutely
side when there's
nothing.
3 bot lane, by the
Busio
way.
does connect the Zenith Blade, but
What are you
watch out for
doing,
Mickey.
Quad?
He's going to be able to get him to safety. Damn.
That is
was an absolute
so
monster
bad.
here in this top lane, but still, I think that one works out for G2.
Yeah, just seeing the way that he's starting to build this means that he's doing so much damage to all of these individuals. He has a ton
Oh my
of
god,
burst.
that is such a
And
throw.
unfortunately, the Guard only
They
helps
sent
you
3
against
bot
range
lane.
champions. It is
We
not
died
giving you the
top
same
lane
kind of
because we-
advantage going up against
watch
Whippo,
replay of
and
that.
then take another look at this. Look at
No,
this.
bro.
Whippo just looks at Yike and says, what if this guy just wasn't around there? All that percent health damage coming through. The Requiem helping him out.
And they got
you
Mundo
know if
Flash.
Whippo got that next Q to come out just a moment faster, he'll be able to take down the top laner.
Oh,
as
he
well.
didn't see
Unfortunately,
Braum.
Quad goes a little too aggressive, does not realize that there is, in fact, an Iceman just waiting around that corner, ends up going down. But the gold lead building up a little bit here for G2.
No, that was actually a negative
I'm still,
play because of
I'm
that.
a bit perplexed. I like the gusto, I like the vibes from Quad, but I'm sure FlyQuest fans didn't really like the result.
I liked
of,
him more
that
on
particular
Triss.
play.
He should have.
Still, I
should
think
have
that
picked
FlyQuest
Triss.
are in a fine position at this point as we check out Broken Blade, just driving his sweet convertible towards that bottom side of the map. And when Renekton builds
I mean, he had the
items like
option
this,
this
I
game.
feel
He
like
could have
there's a
went
whole
first
lot
or
more
that,
fun.
but they
Like,
would have lost
Bruiser items are
Leona.
cool and all, and you do become that beefcake. You can be a pseudo frontline and stuff like that. But if
It's
you
actually
just
just
have,
Whippo.
like, full
Whippo has to carry it.
assassination,
Oh my god.
I'm going to murder my lane opponent type
Like, bro,
items,
you have a
Honestly,
limited
I
time
like
with
that they gave you an
Whippo.
extra
Like, he,
dash called
eventually
Prowler's
he's
Claw.
gonna do something
Prowler's Claw
stupid.
Renekton is one of the
No
funnest
offense, but
ways
he's
to
gonna
play
do
that
something
champion of
stupid.
all time.
almost as
Literally,
fun as Prowler's Claw Lee
a
Sin,
ticking time
where you
bomb,
get
like,
to
tick,
do all of those
tick,
really
tick,
fancy
boom, there it is.
break the
combos
animations.
and stuff.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, just all the cool things that you could do with the Renekton. We'll see how much more Whippo can do in these games. With FlyQuest, they're continuing to send Quad, and Busio has been spending a lot of time around the top side of the map without necessarily finding a whole lot of opportunities to be aggressive. But
Also down 2
Masu
dragons.
already got 2 items completed. Inspired has 2 items completed. We
Oh,
see
there's
Quad
a flash.
too, and here we find another member.
This is going to be very
Got
difficult
cleanse
for
as
him.
well, that's good.
He does have a door, but they were already in the house.
Damn!
Hansama taken down to about 50% as it's a decent Mega Inferno Bomb.
Actually,
And now
stores are
FlyQuest
careful.
should be able to get towards this outer turret and take that one down somewhat quickly, not even needing the satchel charge there for the execution as Hansama. Ooh, mini stun into the wall there as well.
My god, this
He's
is
able
so
to
strong.
back
I
away.
don't think
Is
that
this
kills.
Requiem
Look!
going to do enough is the question. No, it's not, but still, he's going to be out of the fight. Caps completes an Infinity
weak.
Edge, but now he needs to get back
That was a
into
bad
the
ult.
battle.
Knight doesn't have it for
Trying to
Dragon.
help out G2 as FlyQuest
That's a
getting
really
that
newbie
turret
ult.
puts them towards gold parity and gives them a decent opportunity to battle for this Drake that's coming up in in 50 seconds, and they have to. Joshi, they've been giving away too many dragons.
Too many dragons.
Is it
Can I also
fightable
just
without
point out
card
how
assault?
Quad
Persona
just
3
took that
items
arrow
plus mercs
for his
plus
jungler.
a splash
That's the kind
up.
of mid laner you want. Even on the Corki, taking
He
the
one-shots if she
arrow,
face
taking
checks.
the
She's
ball
not
for
gonna
them,
face
and now
check.
Whippo looking to try and make sure someone on G2 does not make
Cardless
it
has
towards
to
this
die.
dragon fight. Just kidding, he's going to be backing
Like,
away.
on top of
But like
them.
you're
I
calling
don't
out,
think they can
Inspired
fight
now
this
with
second.
no
Like, they have to get
Requiem
it.
is not going to be able to do the same kind of damage. However, Masu will have the Mega Inferno Bomb. There is still a lot of opportunities to layer that with Whippo's ultimate.
Ooh, nice sidestep there from Busio to avoid the briefcase. Spied will be able to grab
Try.
the buff, but now moving towards that top
They
side.
can poke a little bit.
FlyQuest, I think, need to focus on this one. 10 seconds till that dragon. They have so much zone control if they need it. As
Trish
the
is
door
flanking,
now
careful.
put on cooldown here by FlyQuest before
I don't
any
see the
fight has
flank.
really
Please don't
broken
go through
out.
Raptors.
Where's Whippo going? He has an opportunity to run up towards this Tri-Brush, but he would get spotted by the wave. He has to move soon.
He's an assassin as well. As now Inspired, can you actually win
missile.
the 50-50 on this one? Yike looking to try and lock
Nice! He choked it!
It is for FlyQuest, and now Whippo's found the backline. Caps possibly in trouble. The slices, the dices. It doesn't work because he's so squishy. Flash out from the Mega Inferno Bomb, and these health bars are so low.
Oh, we got ult!
Requiem, there it is. Is it going to get the kills? There goes Yike.
Slow, play it
He's
slow.
able to
Hunt summon a
take down
flash.
one, but can they get the rest of these low health bars? That's the question. Quad,
Okay.
now's your time.
Go for Mundo. Help, 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 help.
He's
Oh, Triss is flanking.
He's now out of
They don't see it? Sure, yeah, they have to see it.
He has a full health bar and he just wants to play Mario on FlyQuest. Masu, he's going to be the first one to go down. And now Quad just dives on top of the Braum. Okay, that's an interesting maneuver. Broken
Letting him
Blade will
farm
come in and just
Heartfield.
hits him with his briefcase. And G2, I think, in the end, come out on top.
I
but
mean,
I'm not
Whippo was
entirely
out of
sure.
position.
There was a lot of
Like,
kills.
it
There
wasn't
have been more
not
than
out of
10
position,
kills
it was
and
in
all of that
position,
with
but
how quickly everybody was
the
moving back and forth
combo
across
Triss
the
made it do
map,
enough
but
damage.
Like you said, G2 once again in control of the gold lead this time around, and we got to see how good Caps was at navigating that last fight. How good
they get
this
Baron or
Mundo
not.
is at just not dying in every single one of these interactions. Masu couldn't do anything against him. Quad couldn't do anything against him, and now G2 taking control of the
they
top
get
side of the
Baron.
map, and they're just going to be starting up the Baron.
It's a cute little ward.
I don't know, this card
Both
just
sides
seems
of the wall, they have
useless.
full information, but first we're going to check out this dragon fight one more time.
Yeah.
We're going to need to focus on
Like,
the
it was
picture
close,
here
but
as
he got
there's
ult into
teleport
their
coming in,
team.
but this Baron is just going to be taken by G2.
What is this?
And FlyQuest now finding themselves closed in upon the... Karthus is nowhere near. Busio realizing that he's not getting out. As there's the Requiem to try and start this.
Oh my
one.
God, the
my
jungle's
goodness,
fucking
that
insane.
just explodes. And now Mickey, he's down to about 20% as well. Hansama's very, very low. Quad has been taken out though, and
I think Quad should have locked in.
There's other Renekton's, as we mentioned earlier.
I think Quad should have locked in Trist.
And, now
Probably
Inspired
drop
is gonna
Leona.
take the Raptors. And FlyQuest,
Mundo's too
unfortunately,
strong.
they lose out on the
I think it was
Baron.
still
They lose
winnable,
out on
but up
Quad
until that
and
first
Masu,
play
and Whippo
where,
unfortunately popped
like,
a balloon as
Corki
well.
jumped
They're
in.
kind of falling apart at the seams.
Yeah, that
Like, we're-
ill-fated contest might be the last real
Whippo 1v2
opportunity
bot
that
lane,
FlyQuest
and then
had to try
Corki
and
died
turn
topside,
around
and they
this
lost too
game.
much.
But like you said, Inspired nowhere nearby for that
God.
fight. That's going to be two
They
inhibitors
fucking
going down.
threw
That's gonna be
every
two
single game they
inhibitor
played.
turrets also probably falling here as Broken Blade has enough HP to
How's that
just
possible?
take this and not care whatsoever. Cap's going to take the top side at the same time, and two inhibitors going down out of nowhere. This game was so even for so long here, Alice, and suddenly G2 is in total control.
Yeah, that's a 6,000 gold Baron.
Leona
bot lane.
uses this game.
That's a lot of
And
gold.
the Premier just
That's a
giving it.
lot of gold.
I don't know why,
That's my
like,
expert analysis there.
it's such success with the Trist first game. They let him have the option to pick it this game. Caps looked like trash on Corki.
Then they just blow up Yike, which was very exciting. And I got really hopeful because I see Masu throw out this one bomb. It does hit Hansama, but Quad just instantly dies. And from this position, Inspired does not have an opportunity to come
You guys
in
could have
at
done it.
all. Masu throws the ill-fated Mega Inferno Bomb,
You
and then
could have
gets
done it.
slapped through the jungle.
It would have been
Yeah,
so
Red Blade,
amazing.
As we mentioned
Imagine
before, he goes where he
instantly those
pleases.
teams
He now
home.
has a Spirit Visage. It's a
Fucking blew it.
four-item, lots
FlyQuest,
and lots
you
of health
trash
items,
cans.
Mundo. And he's 6'2" and 6. He is extraordinarily big. Flippo going to be snagged by a volley. Mickey looks for the glacial fissure, gets on top of him, and the crocodile is just going to be cut down.
That's the downside of playing this very aggressive style of Renekton. You do not have the HP to really do anything. You just get tagged once and you die. And now Broken Blade is saying, anyone around here whatsoever? They only have one place left to be on the map. They still have 40 seconds left of the Baron buff, and this should be all 3 inhibitors from FlyQuest.
I feel like this Yike guy kind of is in every game, though.
Damage, but they don't have the tools
like a weakling.
necessary to try and do anything
Fortunately,
here.
Fortunately for him, he's playing against fucking Inspired.
Flashing over the wall.
Looks like he's lagging in real life when he's fucking playing every champion.
Get back towards the rest of his teammates, but like you say, this is just going to be the last inhibitor. There is a conga line of buffed up super minions making their way towards.
Trust me, little bro. Hey, better not make it the fight. Yeah, this is embarrassing. Just go walk in and die, bro.
So incredibly well, the fairy tale seems to be over for the North American squad as G2 will take down the Nexus and keep their dreams and their key alive here at EWC. And FlyQuest, unfortunately, gonna have
it was winnable, bro. It was
mean
winnable.
We have regional representation from everyone moving towards.
It was winnable. They had a winnable. If they were, it's what you can't blame drafts. Like, were they AP heavy? Yes, but you can't blame drafts. That it is a skill issue on that team. They had windows to win every game. They just blew it because they're a little stupid. I wouldn't even say it's like mechanical problems. Like, I don't think they mechanically misplayed. I think they're just like, it's just brain issue. It's just brain gap on all of them. They're just stupid ass players.
See the sportsmanship here. Big smile on the face of Guipo as he congratulates G2 for winning the series.
Yeah, bad decision making. That's what we call stupid players.
From the man. He's gonna have to hand over his key. This is always the hardest time. Always the hardest moment.
Yeah. Inspired does not look happy.
Yeah, he's like trash.
Definitely
we play every game like shit.
That last game where they feel as though they could identify one place where they could turn things around, but this does become one of those opportunities.
Nice, thanks fucking FlyQuest. Now look at my disgusting chat. I have to read this cringe shit.
Right, but now
all these EU fucking losers in my chat. You guys suck, you know that, right? Like, you guys, no cap, struggled against FlyQuest, just so we're clear. You struggled against FlyQuest. Stop.
Thank you so much.
TL, by the way, 2-0s you, 3-0s you, easily. I'm just saying. You struggled against FlyQuest. Every single game.
I think there was quite a scary series.
Whoever made the executive decision to
it feels good
lock in
defense on our
Carpus and
side, so that helps us a lot in this series.
One thing that BB was talking about before the start of this tournament was the fact that he really wanted to hold one of the keys of the teams in his hands and be able to crush them. You will actually be given the key from FlyQuest, so Inspired
Get
will
the fuck out of here.
bringing that over.
Come on, Inspired. I love, by the way, how the worst player always, hand it over. Just give it to him. Okay, your screen time, get off the stage. Your screen time's over. Get the fuck off the stage, bro.
Thank you so much.
No, you're not supposed to stand there. Leave.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, okay, should I tell you 3 times? Get off the stage, bro. You're embarrassing everybody. Get off.
Honestly,
I don't want to see that shit.
I was scared, and I think every single fan here was scared too.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I think we got caught off guard a bit, I think, the first game. I think we were playing quite shaky, and our comms were not quite there. And I think FlyQuest showed up a lot more than we thought, so definitely props to them. And I think even the later games were definitely not the kind of games that we wanted to play.
Yes, gapped by FlyQuest.
We're going to try to refresh as much as tomorrow and show up stronger.
We're going to need that. You're going to need that, especially for a win. But you're talking about the comms not necessarily being so clean. What exactly is the reason behind that?
I think we were just like second-guessing ourselves a lot. We were not, too confident in some of our calls, and we had a lot of people speaking at the same time. So we just need to.
Is they play together or what?
Take
They're
it
a fucking professional team. You suck, asshole.
More relaxed, because I think as long as we do the same plays, then they will work out a lot better.
You should have lost to FlyQuest.
When you're talking about nerves potentially, is it due to the fact that there's no lower bracket?
I mean, I think that definitely helps, I guess, or like makes it worse for us. But I also think just
EU's so mad. EU, they almost lost to FlyQuest is by a bottom.
Losing to Liquid.
FlyQuest is fighting for last place with fucking Shopify. By the way,
it would be too embarrassing for Europe, I think so.
And they just bodied your 1 seed.
But we will show up tomorrow.
But they suck, so they lost. But you were shaky.
Everyone in EU. When I talk about the drafts, particularly when that Mundo going top lane, the Tristana as well being a really key pick here. Now that you've whipped it out and people have seen it, do you think you're going to have to change things up?
Definitely. I think we can step up big time tomorrow. And you know, Mundo, he just goes where he pleases.
Tristana one trick. Tristana one trick. Tristana one trick. You play one character.
Any final words?
Congrats.
I want to say a big thank you to all the fans for supporting us today.
Ooh. Top 2-0. Top 2-0's G2. I can't wait to watch it. When is it? Tomorrow's TL. I can't wait for Sunday.
So thank you.
You're out.